Hey everyone, welcome to your monthly May prediction for the sign of Leo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope that you guys are having an awesome day, whatever time of day it is that you're watching. So, like I said, and how the title says above, these are going to be just general messages for Leo for the month of May. So, keep in mind that this is a general reading, so there are going to be multiple messages, multiple energies that I'm going to be picking up on for the collective of Leo as a whole, okay? So, what can Leo expect from the month of May? We have the Eight of Swords in reverse, okay? So, breaking out of, it's going to be a breakthrough. It's going to be a breakthrough. You're going to breaking out of a bond, breaking out of chains that you've set yourself. You've kind of have been limiting yourself, my Leos, and now I'm thinking about it. Look. Trying to think of like the Leos in my life. Makes sense. You've been limiting yourself. You haven't been allowing yourself to grow and expand and explore and venture and have fun in the ways that you do naturally by nature. But I see that this month is going to be, you're going to be getting out of that. This month is going to be, I think, a very, very big change for you based on how the past couple of months have been serving you. In that sense that, excuse me guys, in that sense that we feel like sometimes we kind of look at the past in the way that we wish that we could have done things or said things a little bit differently. And I feel like this is kind of breaking through those things where you're not letting yourself feel guilty about what you did or didn't do in the past. Breaking through that. I love that. Okay, so all my cards fell out, which to me is always a sign that it's a confusing time. It's a confusing time for you Leos, and I think it's confusing because you want to have fun and you want to go and do the things that you want to go and do and explore and, play in the playground that is life. But I think that if we're breaking out of something like this, I don't think that we can just run off and frolic in the field. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think that this month is the month to kind of relax and sit with those things that we're breaking through, right? So we have the Emperor. Okay, so a very dominant male energy has a lot to do with control. And I feel like I don't think that that's someone that has control over you. I think that is like your own, I feel like it's your own ego. Because Leos tend to have a big ego. And everyone has an ego. I think that this is what we're breaking through. We're kind of fighting with the ego. I feel like there's a huge fight between the ego and your soul right now, where there are certain things that you know are for you and you know they're not, but I feel like your ego is really combating, and your ego is making it really, really hard for you to release and really have this breakthrough and really be happy. With the Sun in reverse, it's like it's really, really keeping you kind of like, almost like your own ego is like keeping you in check in a way, like imprisoned by your ego, if that makes sense. But like I said, we're going to be breaking through it this month. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles, you're not going to give up. Look how determined he is. He's like wiping off the sweat. He's like, oh, he's like, I've really been working hard. I'm not going to give up. Oh, it's tiring. It's tough. It's hard. It's hard because there's so much like, it has like so much control over you, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be your ego per se. I definitely feel like for the majority of you it is. But for some of you it could be a totally different type of a situation. And I just really, really feel like whatever it is, it feels like it has like a hold over you. You feel like it has a hold over you. But you're determined. You're so determined to break through this. You're so determined. And I love that. And I feel like that is a very Leo thing. Leos are... Excuse me, guys. I'm sick. Excuse me. Leos are very determined, and they have like a... we're not going to give up easily, right? Like, you're not going to give up without a fight. You're not going to give up without really, really, really doing everything that you can in your power to break through. I'm like sick, and there's also like a lot of smoke because I have some sage burning in the corner, and it's like a lot. So, What else? What else? What else? We're determined. We're going to break through. We're so determined. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So make sure that you stay confident, okay? I feel like this month is going to be, you're going to struggle with your confidence a little bit. And you're going to struggle with your confidence and I feel like your own belief of self in releasing whatever this is. It's like you really, really need to believe in yourself. You really need to trust yourself. You really need to make sure that you really, really believe that you're going to get through it no matter what, even if it seems really hard. And I think that that's where the challenge is going to be for you, Leo, that it's going to seem like it's really hard. So it's going to be like you're going to want to not give up, but you're going to want to you're gonna want to start doubting yourself and start being like, oh man, like I don't know, like this is so hard, like, can I do this? Like that might come up for you this month of May when you're trying to break through these chains, trying to overcome whatever it is you're trying to fight. You're trying to fight for your happiness. I really feel like that this month you're like fighting for your happiness. We have the Five of Cups in reverse because there was a loss in the past and it's like really, it's left you like really damaged. I feel like really damaged in like a very deep level. And again, this has to do with Taurus season. This season is about healing on a core, deep rooted level. It's going within, but all the way to the core and really, really looking at everything and loving everything and accepting everything, flaws and all. And that's where the healing and the transformation comes from. But yes, the challenge for you is going to be that it's going to be hard, but don't give up. Don't give up because you are going to break free. You're going to fight for your happiness. And you have to fight for your happiness, right? Because without your happiness, what do you have? Nothing. The happiness is what is the most important here, yeah? Because I feel like this is very, really intense. Even before I started this reading, I had to like take a couple breaths. And now I'm feeling that energy picking back up again. It's like a very, very, very intense energy. Wow. It's not going to be easy, okay? Like, I think it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge. But I'm going to say that the challenge, I think, is you. Like I said, your ego is in the way. Like, you're getting in the way of yourself. And that's what you need to break through. It's like you need to break through your own walls that you've kind of limited, you've penned yourself up in. And you've, like, started to limit yourself by, okay? So these next messages that we're going to get are coming directly from your higher self. So, from the higher self of Leo, what is the messages for Leo from Leo's higher self for the month of May? For the month of May, Leo's higher self. For the month of May, Leo's higher self. Wow, we have the King of Pentacles. I love that. I love that. I feel like your higher self wants you to focus on your career right now. Focus on money. Money right now, it would be a good investment of your time to focus on money. And honestly, I think that with focusing on money and working really hard in the material world and doing all those things, that's kind of, I feel like maybe that's even where the block is. Maybe you're not allowing yourself to pursue a career or a job or a venture or something like that. But I feel like I feel like the limit has to do with something to do with money. Because I feel like your higher self wants you to focus on money. And I think that either through focusing on money, it's somehow going to help you break through that mental bond that you have. Mental block that you have within yourself where you're limiting yourself. Or I think maybe you're just limiting yourself that you're not allowing yourself to really, really pursue and be successful in your career and make a lot of money. And I feel like you're like almost like you're blocking your own success. That's what it feels like. Don't block your success. It feels like success is like imminent. Like it's gonna come no matter what. For you, for sure, 100%. I feel like it's close. I feel like you can be really, really successful right now in the material world if you want to. But for some reason, I feel like you're blocking it. Like you're not allowing it to come into your life. Does that make sense? It's like it's just waiting around the corner, waiting for you to be open to receiving, but you're not. Okay, let's see what else. So, it's very, really, really intense. Like, really, really intense. The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, because you want more. There's more than what you want. I'm actually getting that maybe for some of you, I definitely think that money is the option, but for others of you, I actually think that the money is what's like material things is what's limiting you. Your focus is somewhere else now. Because look at this, we have all this like pentacles, this gate built of pentacles surrounding like this portal to like the universe, right? Where it's like you could have the material stuff, you have material success, you're happy in that way, you feel pretty stable, but there's something else that you want more. You want higher knowledge, you want some type of, you want a better connection with spirit. You want to explore all like the secrets, and you want to know everything about the universe, I feel like. And I feel like that's where you're limiting yourself. You're staying stuck in, you're limiting yourself in a place where you're comfortable. Because Nine of Pentacles is like you're comfortable in some ways, you're happy, you're content, but you're in search of something more grand. You're in search of something bigger than yourself, bigger than what you've known, bigger than what you've built for yourself, what you've experienced so far. You're in search of more in a very deep, profound spiritual way, Leo. And then we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. It's a very interesting Knight of Cups. He has fire in his cup. How interesting is that? I don't think I've seen this card in this deck in a while, or at least in a month. Wow, he has fire in his cup. I feel like this is a lack of a lack of passion, a lack of, I want to say, like a lack of allowing yourself to feel emotionally vulnerable, Leos. And I think that your higher self wants you to be more vulnerable with yourself. Because I feel like you're pretty open about your emotions and your expressions and the way that you express love and your emotions with other people. But this month is really a month to look at how you express your emotions and how you do that behind closed doors with yourself. Because I feel like there's something there there's a block that has you limiting yourself, that's not allowing yourself to pursue something bigger. Because there's something bigger that you're in search of, that you're in, like, that you feel is like calling you. Like, I feel like something's calling you, but you have your own stuff going on that kind of prevents you from really going after that, really manifesting that into your life. So be cautious of that. Tap into your emotions this month. Tap in within, Figure out, ask yourself. Sit down and ask yourself, like, why? I know what I want. I want this. I want more. I want to explore this. I want to learn about this. Why can't I? Why can't I just do it? What's blocking me? Pray, meditate, ask for guidance, ask for messages, ask for signs, ask for help, and get them and listen to them. Listen to them. All right, we're going to get some advice from Spirit to wrap up the reading. Let's see. Advice from Spirit. Okay. We have Legends. Learn from those who inspire you. Learn from those who inspire you. This is really just a card about relying on other people, right? On asking for help, asking for advice. Being open to allowing yourself to have that, if that's something that you normally have not let yourself have. You can depend on others safely. You can sit down and relax and just have an honest heart-to-heart conversation with someone about exactly what you're going through. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to allow people to know what you're going through, Leo. Don't be afraid of that. Don't allow your own mentality and your own beliefs limit you, because there could be a lot of really, really good opportunities that are coming your way that you might overlook, that you might miss entirely because you're in the way of yourself. Does that make sense? Because I really feel like that's what the problem is that you have been the roadblock in your life. You are the one that's preventing yourself. You are the one that's blocking yourself from fully receiving. And you have to think about that must come from someplace. That must come from some place of feeling guilty or not worthy enough or not deserving enough. And that's where the need needs to be tapped into your own emotions, to look within, to look at your emotions and look at yourself and how you feel, and be open and real with your emotions with yourself, and really look at them and observe them and pick them apart and analyze them and look at all of it. Like cutting your insides open and just spilling it out and just looking at it. And realizing, one, that no one is blocking you from being successful or preventing you from the things that you want but yourself. And two, getting to the root of that problem. Because the only person that's going to be able to figure out why you are the one that's preventing success for yourself is you. You are you. And if you're in the way of yourself, it is only up to you to figure out why you're standing in your own path, standing in your own way. Does that make sense? I hope that resonated with you guys. I hope that helps you in any way, shape, or form. Again, that was the general message for May for the sign of Leo. So again, these were general messages, guys. So I do pick up multiple messages and different energies, so this may or may not have resonated with you. If it did not, I highly, highly recommend that you check out your other placements, so your rising moon and Venus, and see if there's anything there that resonates with you. And again, whatever did resonate with you, take it. Whatever didn't, you can leave it. If you did like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Let me know how it resonated with you in the comments if it did, and please subscribe. I really, really appreciate it, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.